Hello friends, this is Ayush, and in this video we'll be discussing the quant section of CAT 2018 evening slot paper. We'll be discussing questions from alligation mixture, ratio and proportion, and SICA. So question number 21 to 26 will be discussed in this video. Let's start with the same. It's question number 21. The question is given to you as there are two drums each containing a mixture of paint A and B. In drum 1, A and B are in the ratio 18:7, and the mixtures from drum 1 and 2 are mixed in the ratio 3:4. So what I'm doing is I'm assuming that the drum 1 has a capacity of 300. For drum 2, let it be 400 because they are mixed in the ratio 3:4. Right? These two are mixed together and are emptied into another drum, drum 3, let it be, and the total quantity will be 700. In drum 1, A and B were in the ratio 18:7. So if we'll divide 300 in the ratio 18:7, we'll have 216 and 84 liters, right? Drum 2, as of now, we are not aware. But when we mix them, the final mixture A and B are in the ratio 13:7. So if we'll divide 700 in the ratio 3:7, we'll have A as 455 and we'll have B as 245 liters, right? Now, the total quantity of A is 455, out of which 216 is from drum 1. So the remaining 239 should be from drum 2. Similarly, out of 245, the total quantity of B, 84 liters is from drum 1. So from drum 2, it should be 161 liters. So the ratio of A's to B in drum 2 will be 239 is to 161, which is the correct answer for this question. So for question number 21, the correct answer is option B. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 22 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it out. What is given to is that 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another ethanol solution and of unknown concentration in the ratio 1:3. The mixture is then mixed with equal volume of 20% ethanol solution. So if we'll be applying a backward approach, like what we'll be doing is, here's your mixture 1, which is mixed with another 20% ethanol solution, right? And the resultant is 31.25% ethanol solution. So this should be 12.25. Sorry, it should be 11.25. And since they are mixed in the ratio 1:1, so this value should again be 11.25%, right? This will give you the value of M1 as 42.5%. So what we have determined is that the first step where 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another ethanol solution, the resultant mixture has got a concentration of 42.5%. So applying the concept of alligation rule again, here it's 20%, which is mixed with some S% of concentration to get the resultant value as 42.5%. So if we'll take the difference, we'll have 22.5, and this is unknown, but it is given to us that they are mixed in the ratio 1:3. So on cross multiplying, we'll get the value as 7.5%. If this is 7.5%, S should be equals to 50%, because if we'll subtract 50 and 42.5, we'll get 7.5%. So for this question, the correct answer is 50%. That is option A. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 23 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it out. What is given to you is a jar contains a mixture of 175 ml water and 700 ml alcohol, right? Gopal takes out 10% of the mixture and substitute it with water of the same amount. The process is repeated again. The percentage of water in the mixture is now. So it is a question properly based on replacement formula, applying the concept of replacement formula. Also, since water is being replaced, so we'll be applying the concept over alcohol. So alcohol left is X, and initially the alcohol was 700, equals to total quantity is 100% minus quantity replaced is 10% upon total quantity is 100%, and the process is repeated twice. So if we'll solve this, we'll have X upon 700 equals to, this is 90 upon 100, which is 9 upon 10. 9 upon 10 square is 81 upon 100. So if we'll cancel 00, we'll have X equals to 81 into 7, that is 567 ml. So out of 875 ml, 175 plus 700, 567 ml will be alcohol. So water will be a difference of 2, that is 308 ml. Now, if you have to calculate the percentage of water, that will be 308 upon 875 into 100. On solving, we'll get 35.2% as the answer. So for question number 23, the correct answer is option D, that is 35.2%. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 24 is on the screen. Let's try to solve it. The scores of Amal and Bimal in an examination are in the ratio 11:14. So what I'm doing is I'm assuming Amal scored 11x and Bimal scored 14x. After an appeal, the scores increased by the same amount. The same amount means Amal's new score should be 11x plus y and that should be 14x plus y. And their new scores are in the ratio 47/56. So this upon this equals to 47/56. So on cross multiplying, we'll have 56 into 11, which is 616x plus 56y equal to 47 into 14, which is 658x plus 47y, right? So we'll have this 9y equals to 42x, or x upon y equal to 3/14. So we can say 14x is equals to 3y, right? What next we have to find is the ratio of Bimal's new score. Bimal's new score is 14x plus y upon Bimal's original score is 14x. Now replacing 14x by 3y, we'll have 3y plus y upon 3y, which is 4y upon 3y, and on solving, we'll get the ratio as 4:3, which is the correct answer for this question. So for question number 24, the correct answer is option B. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 25 is on the screen. The question states that Gopal borrows rupees X from Ankit at 8% annual interest. Okay, he adds Y rupees on his own and lends rupees X plus Y to Ishan at 10% annual interest. At the end of the year, after returning Ankit's due, the net interest retained by Gopal is same as that accrued to Ankit. Okay, fine. In the end of the question, it is given that if all the interests are compounded annually. But the important thing with this question is that since all the interests are to be calculated for 1 year only, so it won't make any difference whether you are calculating it compounded annually or you are calculating it with simple interest, because both SI and CI are same for 1 year. So just to make the calculation easy, we'll try to solve it by SI only. Gopal borrows rupees X from at 8% simple interest. So the interest that Gopal will be paying will be PRT/100. And after adding Y rupees on his own, he lent it at 10%. So the interest that he'll be gaining is PRT/100. So the difference amount that he'll be gaining is equal to the net interest retained by Gopal, is same as the accrued by Ankit. And Ankit accrued an interest of 8x into 1/100. Right. So in order to solve this equation, what I'll do is I'll take 100 common and will be cancelled out. On solving, I'll have 10x plus 10y equal to 16x. We'll have 6x equal to 10y, or x upon y equal to 5/3. Right. So we have got the ratio of x and y as 5 and 3. We can assume x equal to 5k and y equal to 3k. आगे क्या दे रखा है? On the other hand, had Gopal lent rupees x plus 2y to Ishan, तो अगर उसने x plus 2y rupees दिया होता, मतलब x की जगह 5k और 2y की जगह 3 into 2 6k, मतलब उसने टोटल अगर 11k दिया होता at वही 10% per annum for a year, तो उसको इतना इंटरेस्ट मिलता. The net interest retained by him would have increased by 150. First case mein, the interest retained by him is 10 into x plus y, and putting x ko 5k and y ko 3k, we'll have 10 into 8k into 1/100 minus this will be 8 into x, yani 8 into 5k into 1 by 100, and this interest has increased by 150, so equal to 150. So what I'll have is, again I'll take 100 common and we'll take it to the other side. We'll have, this is 110k upon 100 minus 80k upon 100 plus 40k upon 100. And it is given that the Gopal, okay, we'll subtract 40k by 100 further, because this is the interest retained by Gopal in the second case. So on solving, this equals to 150. We'll have, this will get cancelled out. This is this, and this will be 30k upon 100. 30k upon 100 equals to 150. This is 1 and this is 5. So k will be equals to 500. What they have asked you is the value of x plus y. X is 5k and y is 3k. So x plus y will be 8k, which will be equals to 8 into 500, that is 4,000, which is the correct answer for this question. So for question number 25, the correct answer is rupees 4,000. Let's go ahead to the next question. Question number 26. The strength of a salt solution is P% if 100% of 100 ml of solution contains P gram of salt. ये definition दे रखा है आपको percentage कितना होता है. If 3 salts A, B, C are mixed in the ratio 1:2:3, right? So if they are mixed in the ratio 1:2:3, तो इसका 1 ले लेते हैं, इसका 2 ले लेते हैं, तो 2 भी हो जाएगा, ये 3 से हो जाएगा. Upon a total of 6 is there, the strength is 20%, that is 20 upon 100. So on solving, we'll have A plus 2B plus 3C equal to, this will be 120 upon 100, which is 1.2. If instead the proportion is 3:2:1, अगर 3:1 का ratio ले लेंगे, तो this will be 3A plus 2B plus C upon 6 equals to, the strength has 30%, 30 upon 100. So on solving, I'll have 3A plus 2B plus this is C equals to 1.8. Now what they have asked is a fourth solution D is produced by mixing B and C in the ratio 2:7. The ratio of D is to A बता रहे हैं. ठीक है. So before that, what we'll do is we'll try to get a relation between ABC from the two equations. So what we'll do, I'll multiply this equation by 3 and I'll multiply this equation by 2. So the right hand side become equal. In that case, we'll have 3A plus 6B plus 9C equal to, this will be 6A plus 4B plus 2C, right? So on subtracting, we'll have 3A equal to, okay, this will be 2B plus 7C, right? Achha, talking about D, D will be B into C, B and C are in the ratio 2:7, so B 2B plus 7C upon 9, right? This will be the strength of D, which is equals to, 2B plus 7C can be written as 3A upon 9. So D equals to A upon 3, or we can say D upon A equals to 1 upon 3. So the strength of D and A solutions will be 1:3. So the correct answer for this question is option B. That is 1:3 is the correct answer for this question. So with this, we are done with all the questions from SICI, ratio and alligation mixtures. I hope these questions must be clear to you. In case of any queries, you can post the queries on our Facebook page. Thank you for watching the video.